can do it. Wait. I got an idea. Sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Hey everyone, this is Steve from SCOARTGLASS. Welcome to the channel, where I hope to help you discover the beauty of stained glass, learn tips, tricks, and techniques so you can create your own stained glass artwork. Now, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell below, so that way you get notified of new content. Now on to today's project. Here is the pattern that we are doing. It's the Tokyo Olympic pattern, I'm calling it. And as you can see, I actually cut out all the pieces. I used actual cardstock this time. I traced them using the tracing method onto the glass. I just traced around the pieces. So I'm going to use this method today. We're going to cut out the pieces and then we'll move on to grinding after that. So here I am going to cut out this first piece. Really, this method allows you to be able to see the line maybe a little bit more clearly, especially when you get over to grinding. The downfall is that sometimes the permanent marker, when you get over to the grinder, if you start getting a lot of water, then it will sometimes rub off, depending on how long it's been sitting on the glass. That's why after I trace, I usually let it sit for at least a day before I come back and cut, to where that marking will last a little bit longer while I'm grinding. Now I'm just going to basically eyeball it. I can straighten it out on the grinder. I know some people use a straight edge. I just, just really eyeball it and just kind of use my finger as the guide. So we're going to cut through all these pieces. Then hopefully we won't have too much grinding to do, if I can be straight and accurate with my cuts. Now I'm going to use my running pliers and break off all those straight edges, hopefully cleanly. Now that we've finished cutting the glass, now I'll go over to the grinder, grind all the pieces, and then I'll come back and show you the dry fit. Here's the dry fit. The pieces fit up pretty good. So now we're ready to go on to foiling. Now, if you want to catch the full version of the live stream I did on foiling and soldering this piece together, check out that video here. Now here's a short clip of me foiling and soldering this piece from the live stream. But this is the piece that we will be working on tonight and finishing up the soldering on. First, we're going to do the foiling, and then we're going to do the soldering afterwards. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I don't know if anybody watched the Olympics over the last couple weeks. I watched as much as I could. Now the exciting part begins. Let's move this. All right, so let's go ahead and pull our flux in. So now when I do my final solder bead here, I like to go back over get to the corner first, and then I'll go back over it, and then I'm going to try and leave it alone unless I see a spot like right here I don't like. That's what I mean by fidgeting with the darn thing. I've got a tendency to fidget with it, trying to get that ultimate smooth solder bead. All right, well, I'm going to continue on doing the Tokyo Olympic project, and I'm going to continue with putting on the zinc edging that I have. My kitty decided to join us. You want to be petted, don't you? You just rubbing up against me, aren't you? Yeah. You gonna be a star? Yeah. Oh, you're reaching out saying, "Daddy, pet me, Daddy," aren't you? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. I measured out, and I could actually fit one of these from one edge all the way around to this other edge. So then what I'll do is I'll come back with another piece and just fit it up into there. That's what we're gonna do now. What I do is I start in the corner, and then I just want to make sure that wherever I have it, I can solder a point here to kind of hold it in place. That's what I want to do. I want it to hold in place. So then what you can do is you take your nippers and you get up as close as you can evenly, and then you want to bite through that to where it's cut all the way through, and you're going to do that on the other side. So what that does, it makes a pivot point for you. So then all you have to do is fold it over and align it. And then once you've got it in place, you can temporarily try and tack at that point that it holds for you. See that? So I fluxed it and I've got it set, and I'm going to solder that in, and you're just basically filling it a little bit with solder so that it'll start holding everything together. Just let that harden up and you should be good to go. And then you'll be able to flex it and put your solder on there. You don't want it to where it's going to leave a sharp point. It's not good to have that. Somebody could cut themselves. All right, I have got it all tacked together. So here is it all together, all soldered up. Now I'll do my little finger test. I actually take my glove off and I run my finger over the solder lines. What I'm feeling for is any sharp points. If I don't get any sharp points, I'm good. No sharp points. Alright, so I'll pass the finger test. Now I'll go over, clean it up, and then I'll do the patina. Now here's the finished piece. It turned out pretty well. I like it a lot, and it's another piece I can put in my studio. Now, what medal would you give me? Share that in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Now stay tuned for the next video coming up on your screen.